everyone, welcome to my little corner where there is no wrong way to play with paper. I hope you're having a blessed day. I truly do. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being here. I am honored that you're here. This is my Bible journaling series where we create little layouts in a journal. Now, you don't have to Bible journal. That's just what I do. I'm not here to debate politics. There's no wrong way to journal. Do what's best for you. I hope you're inspired. You enjoy just kind of watching and listening. I hope you get whatever God needs you to get out of this. For me, Bible journaling, it brings my soul to happiness, right? Some of these Bible verses I marinate on a long time. Some of them I just know I need to put that in my journal. A lot of my journaling is just that. It's just journaling. But every 2 or 3 pages, I do little layouts and I feature a Bible verse that's really spoke to me. I can't say enough. All comments are welcome. As long as it's done in love and respectful. You don't have to agree with me. That's okay. Maybe you just want to put it on mute and watch me put the page together. That's okay too. I'm all right with that. Most of all, I hope you feel like you're welcome here and you understand this is just my process, and I would invite you to do whatever works best for you. Maybe you need to do a journal about weight loss. Like for me, I'm considering a couple different journals, maybe one on my weight loss journey. Maybe you want to do one about your garden. I'm doing one about that. Or maybe you do this type of notebook/journal for recipes. There's not a wrong way to do it. This is just my happy place, and it truly brings me joy, and it's my time to just relax and hang out with you guys and be my authentic, real self. I mean, this is really me. I share a lot of personal info with you guys because you guys are like my virtual family, right? I mean, we hang out a lot. We really do. So I invite you. I hope you hear what you need to hear, and let's just have some fun. All right, so today's Bible verse is Romans 12:12. It says, "Be joyful because you have hope. Be patient when trouble comes, and pray at all times." Whew, that sounds easy, right? Nah, it's not. Let's just get into it. It's not. So here's what I wrote, and then we'll kind of talk about it while I just kind of talk and put the layout together. It says, "You cannot fake being happy." These are my words, all right? "Trust in the promises of God and give it to Him. That is how you will find a smile in the worst of times. They will come in your life, and you will get through them with God." So we all have bad times, right? Myself included. Okay, here's where it gets crazy and I just start putting stuff together. Life is not always going to be easy. It's not. I hear a lot of people say, well, why would God let that happen? God wouldn't let that happen. No, He let His own Son suffer, so He's sure going to let us suffer, right? And sometimes our suffering is self-inflicted. That includes myself. Sometimes we take on too much. Sometimes we don't do enough and we have guilt. Sometimes, bad things just happen. A car accident. Somebody's rude to you at the grocery store. You had a bad day at work. All these things are going to happen. It has nothing to do with God and or your faith in Him. It has everything to do with life. I mean, let's be honest. It just has to do with life. So I guess I have to remind myself that I choose happiness. And sometimes to do that, I just have to accept God's will be done, and there is nothing I can do with it but trust when it's supposed to be over, it will be over. Until then, it just is what it is. Now, my journal is too thick for me to sit here, so I do my pages, and then I put them in there at the end. So I mean, it's going to be hard. You have to continue to pray, right? Even when you don't want to. And because I will tell you, some people may not agree with this. There's times I just don't want to do my Bible study. I don't necessarily want to pray. I'm not in the best mood and I don't feel like it. But I push myself. I do. I mean, I push myself to pray, and I think to myself, if you do it, you're going to feel better. Because I will. I am going to feel better. Why am I making this so difficult? What? Come on, Jen. What's the problem? because we don't like the answer. For me, that's it most of the time. I want whatever is bothering me to stop, and I don't understand why God would continue to allow it to happen. Well, because sometimes we need to learn lessons. That's why. And sometimes it's just not in his time frame. I mean, our time frame is not the same as his. We don't know what his time frame is. 1 minute could be 10 years, or vice versa. 10 years could be a blink of an eye to him. So we got to be patient. We've got to put a smile on and just think, okay, bad things are happening in my life right now. They are. But I choose to be happy. A lot of people need to hear that. Choose every day to smile. Choose every day to have faith. And choose every day to realize it's okay. Things are going to get somewhere at some time. And I'm going to get through this. God promises me that. I need to show others happiness. I need to show others joy, because through that they will seek out God. That really is like my daily little pep talk to myself, because there are some days I'm like, nope, I can't do this. I have people in my life that choose not to be joyful, and it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Now, I say that, yet, even though I say that, it's their right to feel that way. And it's okay that they're not like me. And I have to remind myself. But you know what I feel like my job is, to be quite honest? Like, I really do see it as, I don't want to say my calling. I know what my calling is, without a doubt. It's not journaling. So I'm not a teacher. Let's make that real clear. I know my calling is music. It is. I've known that most of my life. I also know that my calling is to help others. I don't know why. And it's just something I've known. And there's been a few times in my life I've been blessed enough to know exactly what I'm supposed to do to help others. A lot of time I have no idea. Like, I'm just winging it like everybody else. But if you know, you just know. But I do feel like my calling is to help others see joy in bad. I do believe that some of the things I've been through in my life were because people needed to know it's as bad as you let it be. If you give it to God, it won't be that bad. Doesn't mean it stops it. Doesn't mean the pain goes away. It doesn't mean the hard moment goes away. Nope. I'm just kind of playing around here, by the way. What it does mean is you'll get through it. And God will put in your life what and who you need when you need them. Amen to that. If you know, I think I was going to go, how are we going to do this? I think I'm going to go this far. Yeah, I wasn't going to do that. God will say, here, I know you're having a bad day, but here's $5 on the ground. I mean, that's a bad example, but, or did you see that person I sent to you? Did you see, maybe you see a kiddo at a park and, okay, you just see the joy in their face and you realize it's going to be okay. There's good in this world. Because man, does it not feel like sometimes there is not good in this world. Boy, oh boy. That is a true statement if there ever was one. There is good in this world. It's why I do my channel. It's why I do Ginger's Corner. Because I believe in that. I really do. Do I think we're at a crossroad? Yeah, we are. But if more of us show joy, more of us show kindness, more of us show acceptance for the things that we don't agree with, and I'm talking to myself just as much, because there's lots of stuff, no, I don't agree with it. I just don't. But it's not our place to judge anyone. It's our place to show love and joy, and through that, God will show too. So some days are going to be bad. They just are. Is this flamingo not the cutest? But you can find joy if you choose it and you believe that God has your back. He does. Has your back in the story. It's just going to happen. Now, I got some frames here from, I think I got these on Temu, to be honest. Might have been Shein. I'm trying not to say to be honest. I say it way too much. It's driving me crazy. So I know it's got to drive y'all crazy. Maybe this one. Oh, look. Like he's standing outside a window. Really? That's flamingo. I mean, I guess if you lived in Florida, oh no, that might be your joy. A flamingo standing in your front lawn. I don't know. And then maybe one over here. So let's do something, a little bit of a different one. Maybe we can do, now these are just acetate, and I just use my Tacky Quick Dry because it dries clear, so it won't matter. Maybe I can go like that. I don't know. I'm not sold, but I'm not against it. So we're just going to kind of go with that. Do you guys choose joy? Do you find yourself having to remind yourself, no matter how bad it is, it's a choice to be angry. It's a choice to hold a grudge. It's a choice to look at the things in your life and think, oh, this is hopeless. I think it is. I mean, I really do think that it is a choice. That doesn't mean that life isn't hard. It doesn't mean I don't think you should be sad sometimes. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, in general, I'm going to choose that I want to be happy today, because it takes way more effort to dwell, to be upset, to be angry. And it like sucks the life out of you. And it makes it harder for you to be joyful, happy, and lovable to other people. So then it just snowballs, right? It is a choice. It really is a choice. I'm not saying, I mean, I've shared with you guys that I have Jilly Joe. She struggles with depression. Let's just be flat out honest. She struggles with it, and I struggle with understanding it because of my thinking, right? And then I think to myself, did I not show her enough that God is the answer? But she's young, and the world that we live in, so many people just have to be right. They've got to be right. And if they're not right, they don't have time for you. Or if their life is going wrong, you know, it's just too sad. I can't deal with it. Life's going to go wrong. You just got to choose to keep on going. And then I think to myself, I'm not being understanding. I mean, I struggle with this. So just because I'm sitting here telling you I choose this, I choose that, I do also understand that some people, they can't choose it. Like, they're just so sad. And that's hard. That's hard when it's your own kid. And I had to get over that. I mean, it wasn't about me. It's about her. And so I do still choose. And I have to tell you, I watch her, and so does she now. Because she understands that she can choose to let it go. She can choose to think it's okay, I had a bad day today, but tomorrow's a new day, and not let it snowball. Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like I kind of went on a tangent. What's new? I'm always tangenting around here. So I do think things are choices, and unfortunately, I also think that our society teaches all of us and our children that no, it's not a choice. You can't fix it. I don't know what the answer is. I know what I want it to be. I know that God helps, and I know that if you choose to believe that, that is truly the answer. I feel like I went in a big circle. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe today I'm not supposed to talk about anything. I don't know. Oh, maybe we should just put one there. No, I don't want that there. Put one right there. Oh, that's cute. I do like that. Happiness to me is a choice. Understanding that other people don't feel like they have that choice. That's it right there. They don't feel like they can. They don't feel like it's a choice. And that just says to me that they don't know the love of Christ. They just don't. And that you have to trust him when it's bad, when it's good, and you have to pray when it's bad and when it's good. That's really what it is. Doesn't mean that you choose to be happy and everything's okay. No, it just means I choose to show joy and happiness to others no matter how bad my day is. Because by being a grumpy old lady, I'm not doing anybody any favors, including myself. I think that's the whole layout. Yeah. And now that I ran around in a circle and said the same thing 5 different ways. Yeah. I love the flamingo. Okay, let me glue it down. I'm going to quit chitty-chatting in a circle. Thanks for hanging out with me. I don't know. I know what I mean. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. I mean, as I was saying what I was saying, I didn't want to be insensitive to others because my own daughter struggles with this. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you, be happy or else. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I have faith that God will take care of me. Just because I have that faith doesn't mean because Jilly doesn't have that faith that she loves God any less than me. That's it right there. That's what I'm trying to say. What I see that as is I need to continue to show her joy, and that by me giving it to God, it relieves all of my bad. So I hope that helped. Now I'm really going to go glue it down. I'll be right back. All right, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I got it all glued down. I got it all in the journal. I hope it made sense. I hope I didn't make anyone feel like your feelings don't matter, because they do. I just really want to drive home that for those of us who don't struggle with mental illness, who don't struggle with being sad, it is our job to show both the good and the bad, and to trust in God in both of those times. Pray in all of those times. You know, sometimes as a Christian, we have to constantly show happiness and joy. And I do choose that because it is my happy place, right? Like it makes me happy to give it to God and just be happy and kind. But sometimes that's intimidating to people. Sometimes everyone thinks that we're looking down on them because we don't see them as that way. No. In fact, I see it the opposite. I need to try harder to show more vulnerability of myself and things that are not always great. And I still choose joy because I believe in God. I believe that He will take it from me. I hope I made that clear, because having gone through what I've gone through with my own daughter, I don't want other people to think that I think down on them. And I want them to see the joy that God and believing in Him gives me. I have bad things happening in my life every single day, just like all of you. Anyone that says their life is perfect and it's blissful, I don't know other than Jesus Himself, because this world is hard. It's so hard. And it's hard for our kids to see happiness. And when you think about it, that makes sense. This world is scary. So be as joyful and kind to each other as you can be. Try to be understanding. Because for someone like me, who faith is my whole world, it is hard for me to understand why you can't just choose to be happy and let God have it. And as a mom, it's hard for me to think, why didn't I show her that God is the answer? But I did. It's just hard. It's not just me showing her. It's the whole world on top of these kids. Our youth need to see us be strong in our faith. They also need to see us be compassionate and understanding. And boy, it's a fine line for some of us, myself included. But we can do it. We can do it with God, and we pray, and we can show joy. And you can't fake it, right? Like, don't fake being happy. Like it says, be joyful because you have hope. Be patient when it comes to troubled times, and pray all the time. Just give it to God. It'll be okay. Have a great day. I hope you'll hang out with me next time. Be blessed. Bye-bye.